Alright, so it is December 21st, 2013, and I just rolled out of bed again, like yesterday, so my eyes are probably a little bit bloodshot. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I've decided I need to probably do this when I can, vlogging as soon as I get up out of bed to get it done so I don't forget before I have to go to work. And I'll try not to look too terrible and try to be able to think. So, alright. Last night at work was pretty crazy. Very, very busy. I will tell you a little bit about what I was thinking about, or what I think about. Like, on my way to and from work, I listen to podcasts every day that I go to and from work. And if you don't know what a podcast is, I think I explained it in one of my previous videos, but I can explain it a little bit again. A podcast is basically recorded audio, or it can be audio and video. I do audio, and I listen to audio-only podcasts. And so basically you record it, and then you upload it to like Libsyn or Stitcher or whatever. And then they give you a feed, like an RSS feed, like you subscribe to, a website through a feed, and you get an email or something whenever they have a new post or something. Well, with a podcast, you use like a podcatcher, like iTunes or Downcast or something like that, and it'll tell you when you subscribe to a podcast. It'll update, and it'll tell you when there's a new episode of the podcast that you listen to, or that you subscribe to is. Whenever one comes up. So, it's time shifted is the word I hear a lot, because you can listen to it at any point. It's not like radio, where radio plays, and then, if you're not there to listen to it at the moment that it's being aired, then you miss it. This one, it's recorded, you go back, you can listen to a back catalog of all the episodes, and skip around, and so it's pretty interesting, and I have my stuff up there, my recording stuff. That's one of my microphones. I have two of those, and I have a little mixer. Not a really expensive setup, but very effective. And you can actually listen to some of my podcast episodes. Some of them aren't the best. I'm still getting better, I believe, with the sound quality and just, I guess, the way it sounds. Sometimes, like way back on my first couple episodes, I had a really terrible mic. And then I got the ATR 2100, and that got better, and I got my mixer, and then it got a little bit better, but then I had a kind of like a really, like a booming type voice. I think it was a little bit too much, and then now I've kind of backed of that, excuse me, kind of backed away from that a little bit, and it sounds a little bit more natural, not so boomy. But that's what that is. So I've been thinking about that a lot, and of course, I have my podcast Exposing Me. It's XPOSINGME, ME, if I didn't say it. Exposing Me. It's just without the E at the front of exposing. You can go to exposingme.com, and there's a page up on the top little bar that says podcast episodes, and you can listen to them there. You can click on the link. It'll take you to the post that has the the MP3 embedded there, and you can listen to it right on the page, or you can go to iTunes and find it under podcast, or you can go to your Downcast app or whatever. Anyways, that's enough about that. So, man, it's already 4:15 into this video. I'm gonna wrap my wife's presents. These ones right there. The ones that I mentioned before that came in. So I'm gonna wrap those. I'm gonna get some things ready for work. I still have a little bit of time before I have to go to work. So I'm gonna take care of these. I'm gonna look at them and make sure they're good to go. And I am going to pause. So there's that. And I'm going to try to think of maybe some better topics to talk about in vlogs. Give me some suggestions of what you think would be interesting to listen to. What do you want to know about me, or do you have any specific questions? Because everybody has a different background. Everybody has their own story, their own history, likes, dislikes, how you got to where you are. Like, I've been in the military, I've worked at McDonald's and Domino's, I've done home health, I'm a registered nurse, I work in a hospital, I've worked in anything from the ER to the regular floors, to intensive care, to renal floors, surgical floors, cardiac floors, neurological floors, behavioral, all those different things. And now I work in an office where I look through every single patient that's admitted to the hospital. It all comes through me, and then I decide what unit they go to. I think I've explained that in the past too. So, alright, I'm going to let you go. This is about 6 minutes, and then maybe I'll vlog a little bit later. I say that a lot, but there's always the chance that I will vlog a little bit later before I go to work, or on my way to work, or when I'm in the parking lot at work. Oh, God. Okay. I'll see you later.